welcome to my show, HR Talk with Eva Dias. My name is Eva Dias. I am the CEO and founder of a company called Phoenix Human Capital Solutions. And our mission is to help people and organizations to accomplish whatever they want. So today, and before I start, today I want to thank all my viewers, my followers, all the people that support me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, this would never be possible. Don't forget also to interact with me. Use my email. It's evadias at phoenix8solutions.com. All right, let's get started. And the topic for today is how judgment can really get in the way you do things in your lives, or how reducing judgment and maybe even eliminate it can help you accomplishing a way much happier life. How about this one? All right, so let's start first with the definition of judgment. And for the purpose of this talk show today, I'm talking about that kind of judgment when people really issue an opinion without having the facts or the truth. They just judge. This is judgment. And judgment, this is the negative judgment. Judgment can also be positive. But yet, if you don't have the facts, the evidence, you are still judging. Even if you are issuing a positive opinion about a situation or someone. So over time, you are going to get to know me more and more. So I want to remind everybody that I am a firm believer that the only way for us to really tackle and deal with any issue or challenges in our lives is by finding the root cause. So the point is, why do we, human beings, we judge? Why we become so judgmental? So let's go back to when everything started. If you think about this for a moment, we start judging because we judge ourselves in the first place. And that, unfortunately, starts very early in our lives. It starts with those that thinking they are helping us, they start to put us in a condition that we want to be somebody else and not ourselves. In other words, we disconnect from what we believe, what we value, our standards, and our expectations from ourselves. And why? Very simple. To fit and being accepted in society. And who are those who helped us shape ourselves up to become these individuals? Well, first, parents. And everything I say here, it's not a criticism. Parents, they help us, to learn in the first moment of our lives the do's and don'ts to live or survive in society. And there is where we start to act and react according to others' expectations and standards, because we want to be accepted. After parents come the teachers, and maybe even at the same time, right? Teachers teaching you what to do from an educational point of view and how to continue living and being accepted in society. Then there is many other things that really influence our lives to continue distanciating ourselves from ourselves. This can be work. Your work can really be, unfortunately, a great source of distanciation from what you are, because you want to be accepted. You want to do the right things, not the things that you believe are right. Then there are many other things, like relationships. Relationships also help us to distanciate from ourselves, because, I mean, who haven't been in a situation that fall in love with someone, and in order to, conquer this person or stay with this person, you start to modify your behavior. Many people, I know many people that have done this. And again, there's nothing wrong. Here it's not about being right or wrong. All I'm talking about is that because you do this way, then you start to judge other people and looking for the bad before anything. This is inherent to the human beings. And I have great news for you. You can reduce and eliminate your judgment. And by doing so, I can assure you, you are going to live a way much happier life and very accomplishing. You're going to feel way much better with yourself. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to do this. And by the way, I want to say that this is how I did it. And it's very powerful. Okay? The number one thing I did and I learned how to do to reduce my judgment is to reconnect with myself. Yes, SELF, myself. What I really like, who I am, what I value, my life purpose. Then from there, start to improving what I am and what I became. But the love, the unconditional love for myself was the first thing that helped me to start lowering my judgment about others. Because by doing this, I stopped judging myself. Because I finally came to the conclusion that it was okay being myself for myself. That's number one. Number two, very simple. Also, you're going to see these are very simple things. So it's a matter of training our brains, our minds, and our heart. Number two, what people think about me doesn't define myself anymore. Obviously, I do live in society. I care about others. But my caring goes in a way of helping other people if I can, and applying the giver's gain concept. I mean, giving without expecting anything in turn. That's how I care about people today. But it's not about being concerned, what are they going to think about me if I do this? What are they going to think about me if I dress this way or that way? What are they going to think about me? That doesn't exist in my life anymore. And I feel so good. What a great life I have to say. Full of accomplishments, spiritually speaking, because I just don't care anymore. The other thing that I have been doing, which is also very powerful, is to avoid issuing opinions about people, primarily people and situations, without having the facts. And this is one of the worst, because this is the one that really becomes a distraction in your life. And all you do is, start talking badly most times about people. And few times you also can assume that somebody is this and that in a good way. But when you get to know this person, then you find out that perhaps this person has or doesn't have that kind of personality that you judge it. So my advice is stop judging or assuming that the people, particularly, they have a behavior, they are this or that, based upon only on, well, what you see. Go after the facts if this is important for you. This is another thing. I ask myself the question, if I see myself start or moving to the judgment, I ask myself the question, is it important for you, Eva? And why is it important for you? The two questions. And you know what? Most time I come to the conclusion that one, it is not important. And if it's not important, there is no reason for me to care about it, right? So with that, my friends, I can assure you, you are going to experience a way much better life because you are going to reduce stress. One thing that reducing judgment does well for you, the biggest benefit is to reduce stress. You are going to feel full in the way you live your life. And relationships are going to improve a whole lot. Everything, and you will start to attract only positive energies. And everything comes together to help you to have a way much better life. So I hope this is helpful. I am here again. If you have questions, comments, whatever you want to do to interact with me, again, reach out. Eva Dias at phoenixhcsolutions.com. I love you all. I'm going to leave you with this message and a big, big hug and the wishes for a wonderful week. And I'll be back next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.